Beijing wants to become an international hub of tech innovation by the end of 2025. But a recent report found fewer foreigners are calling the Chinese capital their home. The Beijing International Talent Exchange Association found there were only 22,000 expats working in Beijing, compared to 37,000 a decade ago. Foreigners now make up just 0.2% of the capital's workforce and 0.1% of its population. So why is Beijing struggling to hold on to its foreign workers?
I think one of the major reasons would be the COVID restrictions. A lot of expatriates have left China during the COVID pandemic because of the quarantine, the flight restrictions, and also the lockdown. Another reason would be the economic prospects. These days, we all talk about the economic downturn China is facing, and the job opportunities there are fewer. And the American Chamber of Commerce in China, they actually find that one of the major reasons for people who are reluctant to come back to China has to do with the geopolitical tension between China and US.
China is facing escalating pressure from the US as the two compete on multiple fronts, including the technology sector. Western countries have in recent years also stepped up legal blockades aimed at cutting China out of the world technology trade. In contrast with Beijing, US tech hub Silicon Valley reported that 70% of its workers in 2016 were born outside the US. In order to move up the tech value chain and break through Western barriers to advanced technology, China is also looking to rely on foreign talent.
Here we are talking about knowledge economy. So for a knowledge economy, talents will be the most important capital. That's why if a city wants to be an international technological hub, the ability to attract talents worldwide will be very important, because you have a bigger pool and you can attract the top-notch experts from different areas.
China has introduced schemes in the past to draw high-potential talent, but the bar for entry has been high.
One of the major measures is the green card that offer permanent residence for top talents to work in China. But the requirements are quite tough. So far, there aren't that many people who manage to get that green card. We only have the figures for 2018, and only 12,000 people got that green cards.
Despite that, the Beijing International Talent Exchange Association found more foreigners in the city had advanced academic degrees than before. It also found that a fifth of expats working in Beijing qualified for top-tier working visas.
If you look at the requirement for the so-called Tier A talents, those are the top talents China wants most. They include Nobel laureates, scientists who won international awards, principals or faculty chair from top universities, especially in science and technology, top engineers. They also want to attract top artists or athletes, but I think the focus is to attract talents in the science and technological research field.
Plans to turn Beijing into a world-class tech hub by 2025 are being personally overseen by Chinese President Xi Jinping. The massive project aims to expand Beijing's existing facilities to become a leading science and tech base. It also calls for Beijing to offer attractive visas, work permits, and long-term residence options to foreigners.
Beijing is where the top universities locate, and that's why the policymakers really want to take advantage of these best universities in the country and to turn them into centers for technological innovations, laboratories, and also startups. So basically, they want to make use of the existing edge they already have, and to push it further and to turn the city into a major innovation and technological hub in China. But Beijing is not the only city with that vision. Actually, Shenzhen and Shanghai also have similar vision.
But Beijing still has a long way to go before achieving that vision. According to the report, only 13% of expats work in scientific research and engineering in Beijing. About 30% work in administrative or teaching jobs. It did not say how the remainder are employed.